Hey there, amazing people. It's Divya Mishra here, the funnel marketing expert. I'm coming at you with a slightly different live stream today, actually. This is for all you people who are empaths, people who feel very deeply how to run your business even when you're not feeling great. And this is particularly poignant right now for several different reasons. First of all, because we are still in some level of lockdown. Emotions are running high, if you like. I know I've been feeling quite emotional in the last couple of weeks, and there are other things going on in the world, like Black Lives Matter, and they do. And I'm not here today to comment on Black Lives Matter. I think they matter. They definitely matter. But what I want to get into, what I specifically want to get into today is how to run your business as an empath, someone who feels a lot, feels the emotion of other people, feels your own emotions, feels the emotions of the world, and how to just keep running your business, because it's hard. You feel them emotions so deeply, and it can knock you out, and it's knocked me out. It has knocked me out at times, and I'm here at the park because I was like, you know what, I need to just get out of the house and just be outside and connect with nature, because it hits you hard. Hey there, Chris, great of you to join us. So it really hits you hard when you're an empath, and you feel the energy of your environment, people around you, your friends, your family, other people. It really hits you hard, and it can wipe you out in business. And that's why, as an empath, I'm an empath, I really feel energy. It's really important to look after yourself. And so how do you run your business when you're an empath? So I'm going to just share with you what I do. It's not the right thing to do for every single person. There may be other things that you have, that you do, that works for you. Feel free to share them below. This is just a raw live stream just to kind of tell you what I do, because it's hard. Hey there, John Paul. So I've been feeling emotional the last couple of weeks. Actually, probably the last 4 weeks or so. I was doing pretty good for the first couple of months, and then the last 4 weeks, there have been changes for me in my life. Decisions I've made around business and around personal stuff that has impacted how I felt. And I don't want to go into details of what them things are, but it has impacted how I felt. And the emotions of the world have impacted how I've felt. And that can, for anybody, throw them off. And not just, this actually goes beyond business as well. It can throw you off just doing normal things that you want to do, because you feel so much emotion as an empath. And so what I found really works is a few things. And I just realized one of them today is actually getting out and going out into nature. Spend some time outside. And I know this seems really obvious. Like, well, why would you not do that? But it's very easy to feel sad and then want to stay inside and want to curl up in a ball and want to disappear. And for me, especially being an extrovert as well, I love connecting with people, and I've connected with less people in the last 3 months than I probably ever have in any given month of my existence, because I just love connecting with people. And it's easy to fall into this trap of, I can't go to networking events, I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't do this, and you focus on what you can't do instead of focusing on what you can do. This period of lockdown, when there's been a lot of high emotions, has been a great place for me to reflect on me, on my business, on where I'm heading, what I'm doing, what's working, what's not working, but also reflect on how does my energy work, right, around my business. Because when everything's normal, everything's going on, I just keep going and going and going and going and going and going. You might do that yourself. You might be somebody who ends up working really hard all the time, because that's just how you operate. That's how I operate, right? But this has been a time where I'm like, you know what, things aren't as busy. And it's given me a chance to really kind of go inside and go, well, actually, what does work for me and what doesn't work for me? Not just what business things work for me and don't work for me, but energetically, how do I plan out my days, my weeks, my months? How do I balance things? How do I create that environment so I can actually feel my emotions? Because, when you're an empath and you feel emotions, the best thing to do is allow yourself to feel the emotions. But how can you feel deep emotions if you've got to go into your head? It's difficult. I can't easily do the two things at once. You might be able to. I definitely can't, right? And so it becomes difficult then to run my business, because that's something where I use my head to run my business. And my feelings come from my heart, and it's becomes difficult. So what I do is I have started to plan out my days, leaving more room for me to just be. Just get out of the house, go round the park, go for a walk, feel my emotions, just exist, be in the moment, feel what I feel. It doesn't matter what comes up, allow it to come up. Do whatever I want to do in that period of time. Connect with other people if you're an extrovert. But if you're an introvert, maybe do the opposite. You just want to be on your own. Hey there, Christian, and Gary, and just feel. Because here's the thing. One of the things I've learned in business in my 10 years of being in business, I can't believe I'm saying 10 years of being in business, it feels like yesterday that I started, is emotions fluctuate massively. And emotions, when you're on a down emotion, that's not a good time to make a good business decision. When you're on a high emotion, sometimes when you're very high, it's also not a good time to make a good business decision because you get too cocky. When you're in a low, you get too fearful and you don't make good decisions. So really, the best place is in the middle, in a balanced place where you can see the good and the bad and you can balance it all out and make good decisions and run your business in a good way. But it becomes difficult when you're emotional because your emotions can go up and down. And so what I really have realized in this period of time, and I just felt like sharing this with everybody because this is so important, especially right now. We have been in some state of lockdown pretty much everywhere in the whole world for a period of time, varying different times depending on where you are. There are some things going on in the world that have a lot of emotion attached to them, and they're important things, and they've got to be discussed. And that can travel, that energy travels. And I believe this. I believe energy moves and we feel energy, and I feel energy for sure. And it affects my decision making. So how do you keep running it? Well, on them days when you're not feeling good, do the essentials. Do the important things. Do the things that you've got to do. Don't do everything that you think you need to do. Do everything. Do the important things. Allow yourself a little bit more time to do things, right? A little bit more time, a little bit more space, a little bit more that you can allow yourself to feel while you're doing it, and take a little bit of a break if you need to. You don't have to plow ahead as fast as you might normally. And then on them days where you're feeling good, go for it. Go full out. Do as much as you feel like doing. And then maybe there's a week or 2 weeks. Today I was reminded that it's okay. It's okay to go slow. It's all right. Just go slow for a day, for a week, for a month. It's not the end of the world. It's okay. If it takes you a month and you're going slow for a month, go slow for a month. And then when you feel good, pick that pace back up. Because here's the thing, right, is to allow yourself to feel that emotion will allow you to move through that emotion. And next time it comes up, you're not going to be in the same place. You're going to be able to deal with it much better, and you're going to be able to continue running your life, not just business, but I should have put life in the title as well as business, because it's not just business, it's life. You're going to be able to move through life better than before. And when I'm in a good place, I often pray for gratitude that I have challenges. Don't get me wrong, when I have the challenges, it's very rare that I pray for gratitude for having the challenges. When I'm in them, it's really difficult to be grateful for a challenge when you're in the challenge. But when I'm out the challenge, I pray that I'm grateful for them, because that's what makes me stronger, and that's what allows me to do more and be more whilst here on this limited time on the planet Earth, and share love with other people and share what I have to offer in business and in life. And I tell you one real key. Hey there, Adam. Great you to join us. One real key that I know that I have, and I think every single person on the planet should have this, is at least one, if not more than one, best friends who are just amazing. And I'm so blessed to have quite a number of friends. And I have a small number of friends who are just incredible. And I have one particular friend who is absolutely incredible. I won't mention any names on here, but they know who they are. But I have a small group of people who I can turn to, who I can go, you know what, I'm not feeling good today, and I don't know why, and it feels rubbish. And this has been actually happening for me for the last week. I've been up and down in emotions every single day, and there's no on paper, there is no explanation as to why that would be the case. Hey there, Paz and Ellie. There's no explanation. Everything's good. There's nothing on paper that says Divian should be emotional right now. But I am. And I can't explain it. And that's okay. And I really wanted to just come on here and say that's okay. If you're in business or just generally in life, you've got a career, whatever you're doing right now in life, if you're not feeling good, that's okay. First step is allow yourself to feel that. Have amazing friends around you who can really share exactly how you're feeling feel safe with them to share exactly how you're feeling, for them to just love and accept you where you're at. Not try and change you, just love and accept you where you're at. And then allow yourself to feel it and walk through it, and then get on with life. Move forward, take a step. Because that step, even if it's just coming to the park, will make a difference in how you're feeling and allow you to move forward in your business. Create that wiggle room, create that space in your business to go, you know what, today I'm going to have a slow day, and it's okay that I don't get everything done. We don't need to hustle all the time in business and get everything done all the time. There are so many successful people that I know who don't just go hustle. There's so many successful people in business that I know that don't do that all the time. They look like they do that, but they don't actually. They just have great teams of people doing stuff for them behind the scenes. They don't just hustle, but what they do is they select the most important stuff. So if you're not feeling good today or tomorrow or whenever it is, hey there, Aubrey, great of you to join us. If you're not feeling good, that's okay. Pick the most important things that you need to do. If you need to bring money into your business, go out there and find new business. Just do that today, right? If that's the only thing you do today, great. Right? You've done the most important thing. If you need to get your accounts done, to get it back to your accountant, to file it on time, just do that today. Just that one thing. If you can't do the whole thing, break it down into something smaller so you can do the smaller thing. Right? But just focus on 1 or 2, maybe 3 things that you want to get done today, and focus on the most important things, and really sit back, think, plan, understand. Hey there, Grishma. Understand exactly what is the most important things for you to do today, especially if you're feeling emotional. You really should do this every day anyway, but if you're feeling emotional as an empath, then really sit and think, you know what, I'm feeling emotional today. Tomorrow, if it's the end of the day, you're looking at tomorrow, go, what's the most important things I need to get done? Have I got clients booked in? Okay, I'll make sure I deliver for my clients. Do I need to find more business? I'll make sure I do that. Okay, do I need to do everything else, or can I rejig it to do it a different way on another day? And if that's the case, do it. And be okay with it, and accept that that's where you're at, and be okay with it. Because look, we live this one life, and I know that if you're a coach, you're an expert, somebody who's got something amazing to share with the world. Aubrey, I know you got something amazing to share with the world, and you want to get it out there, and we want to get it out there. We want to get it out there as quickly as we can get it out there, but sometimes we just got to take a step back and go, you know what? It's okay to go slow for a bit, and I'll pick up the pace later. And that's okay, because that allows us to get into place to be able to pick up the pace later and go at the pace we want to go later. Because otherwise, I know that I can end up in an emotional mess, and then I don't feel like doing anything. And I push myself through doing stuff instead of loving doing it. And then I start questioning stuff. And I just really wanted to come in here and be really raw and honest about this, because I sometimes I struggle with it. And when I struggle with it, I need my amazing friends who I can't tell you how amazing they are. Like, if I carry on, I will start crying. They just love and accept me exactly where I'm at. Not try and change me or come up with a solution to the problem. Just allow me to feel it, and just they emotionally sit next to me and allow me to just work through that emotion by myself, so I can come out the other end stronger than I was previously. And that's so important for everybody, whether you're an empath or not, for everybody, but particularly for empaths, because it's easy for us to want to hide from how we're feeling because we feel so much. Hey, so I just really felt like sharing that with you, because it's been a challenge for me for the last few weeks, and it's really important that we take care of ourselves emotionally as well, Not just in the lockdown, not just when COVID-19's around, but all the time. This is just a great time for us to reflect and think and re-evaluate where we're at, so we can move forward stronger and be able to help more people and do what we're really here to do, whatever that is for you. So look, thank you so much for joining us live. I'm going to leave it there. I just really felt like sharing that. And if this resonates with you, please like it, please comment, please share it with somebody who, if they need to hear this, that please just share it with them and let them know. If you're on the replay, let me know you're on the replay. Put replay below. Just love to know that you're on here. And I just want to be really raw and honest and open and share what I've been feeling and what I do, and how you might be able to help you in some way, shape or form. And by the way, going out in nature in the park massively helps me, and being around people and talking to people in person, even if it's 2 meters away, massively helps me. And I really wanted to just share that so that it could possibly help somewhat. If it resonated with one person on here, that's the job done. It was worth doing it. So thank you so much for joining me. I will be back next week with another live. Don't have a clue what the topic is. Hey there, Michelle. Thanks for joining, and the hearts. Gary said, "Be good to you, my friend." Thank you so much, Gary. And in the words of one of my friends, one of my best friends, be kind to yourself. Yeah, go out there and be kind to yourself, because that matters. And forgive yourself if you have not been kind to yourself. So I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much, and have an amazing day and week, and wherever you're at, however you're feeling. Just know that it will pass, and you'll be back to feeling good shortly. I'll see you all on the next live.